Hello, I'm Pastor Marvin McKenzie from Bible Baptist Church in Puyallup, Washington. Welcome to today's Daily Visit with God. I want to read to you out of Genesis chapter 4, and this will be verses 25 and 26. The Bible says, "And Adam knew his wife again, and she bare a son, and called his name Seth. For God said, She hath appointed me another seed instead of Abel, whom Cain slew. And to Seth, to him also there was born a son, and he called his name Enos. Then began men to call upon the name of the Lord." Now, no doubt Adam and Eve had many sons and many daughters. First of all, because this is the command of God before their sin, included in Eve's curse afterwards. Also, this is the only explanation for how Cain and Seth could have had wives, and this is the reasonable conclusion of a couple who thrived to an age approaching 1,000. Just 3 of their children are named, though, because the accounts of these 3 children is significant to the story of the furthering of the human race. So there's Cain. He is the prototype sinner, presumably the firstborn. Cain inherited his father's occupation, and may I add, his father's curse of tilling the ground. He also inherits his father's sin nature. He's self-willed, he's irreligious, and he's dispassionate. Abel is the prototype of the persecuted. Of Abel, we know very little, except that he tended sheep. He offered an acceptable sacrifice to God, and he was slain for nothing but the jealousy of his brother Cain. And then thirdly, there is Seth. He's the prototype believer. Seth possesses the same sin nature as Cain, but pursues an entirely different course of life despite it. It's intriguing, I think, to note that the similarities between the names of Cain's family and those of Seth, because they're both responding to the world around them and recording their responses really through the names of their children. But it's also important to note the differences. They each responded to the same stimuli, but they interpreted those stimuli differently through different lenses. So Cain saw them as one who departed from the presence of the Lord, and Abel saw the same things, but as one who began to call upon the name of the Lord. And you and I, we have opportunities to respond to life situations really either as rejectors or embracers of God. How we respond will change the course of our lives and that of our children and even our children's children.